Being a Brentford fan for almost 10 years has brought me all around the UK, from the snow-capped peaks of Burnley to the cultural hub of Rotherham, and of course many more. As the 22-23 season began to reach its dramatic end, I prepared to hang up my scarf for the summer and enjoy the holidays. But as it happens, the Premier League had other plans as they announced the Summer Series, a thrilling set of friendlies set to take place along America's East Coast. Coincidentally, I too would be on the East Coast of America come July, and how could I turn up the chance to see the mighty Bees play on a different continent? So I bought the tickets for Atlanta and unhung my scarf because stadium number 39 was on its way. But before the trip began, the season had to end, and what better game to use as a comparison than our total domination of the soon-to-be treble winners Man City at the glorious G-Tech Stadium. It was a toasty day in West London when the scary Norwegian man and his posse of misfits rocked up to Brentford bus station. Having already beaten the Sky Blues in their own backyard, we were relatively confident, especially considering only half their team turned up. SWR actually had services running for once, so we travelled to the game by train and arrived with plenty of time to spare. The food options at the G-Tech are moderately wide, quite overpriced, and I cannot recommend any of it. Instead, I recommend going to Cluckier across the road, but also don't because the queues they're quite long. With 4:30 just around the corner, we settled into our north stand seats, where the view was spectacular as always. And with the stadium and balconies filling up, we gave our weekly advice to Jude. The first half of football was a riveting contest consisting of absolutely nothing, apart from us hitting the post. But after an action-packed half-time and some blurry still shots, the second half was underway and things started to happen. First, Kyle Walker tries to kill our left-back before Rico Lewis starts his career as a goalkeeper, but after 85 minutes of generally not a lot, Ethan Pinnock, a centre-back, kicked the ball. Ten minutes later, with very little response from City, we completed the double and finished 9th in the table with 13 more points than last year. Following the final whistle, we received some words of wisdom from Thomas Frank and his magical hair, then bid farewell to our captain and his habit of headering bricks, before leaving the G-Tech for the last time this season. An excellent final game and a relaxed journey home cemented this as a truly classic matchday experience. And so now with summer inbound, we leave Clapham and travel across the world using a hint of movie magic.
So I'm in Atlanta, here to watch Brentford versus Brighton and maybe Newcastle versus Chelsea. I travelled here all the way from the suburbs of London just to watch Brentford play. I'm staying with family at the moment, so it made sense to go here. I've been in Florida, flew up here this morning, here to watch the match, and this is a Goliath of a stadium. I seem to be the only Brentford fan here. Everyone I've seen is either Chelsea or Newcastle. There are about 6 Geordies on the flight alone. I think they had the same idea, they were in Florida as well. It is so humid, unbelievably humid. I'm toasting out here. I've come to the realization that I actually don't know where I'm meant to be going. I don't know which gate I'm meant to be at, and it looks like I'm gonna have to wait in line for ages. So maybe I'll wander around at the fan zones for a little bit before I enter the ground, because you know, once I'm in I can't come out again. Bit of a football pitch over there, all sorts of children playing games. Frankly, it's too hot to even be walking. Okay, I've seen a few Brentford fans around the place. I've just caught my first glimpse of some Brighton fans right over here. It's still boiling hot. The scarf that I'm wearing is not helping. But I'm gonna walk around the whole stadium, then I'm gonna head in. Let's see what's up. Still making my way around the stadium. My seats are very high up, but my ticket does not indicate which entrance I should be using. So presumably I can use any of them, but I'll ask around, see where all the Brentford fans are going. I didn't manage to get tickets in the Brentford section because they were £80 and I don't have that much money. So I got the cheap, high ones. But if I can, I'm going to sneak my way down, which seems like a good plan. I've been outside for like 20 minutes and I'm already just sweating so much. It's horribly warm. Okay, so I opted for gate 2 because I can't find another way around to get around the stadium. So I'm in this line now. I imagine they'll just let me in. I don't know if this goes straight into the stadium or if there's like a little fan zone. Hopefully it's the latter because I don't really want to go inside yet. Okay, we're at the front of the gate now. There weren't actually ticket checks, so I think this is just the fan zone. That is the world famous eagle. I'll get closer in a minute. It is quite massive. We're a long way from TW8. Good lord. Okay, so I'm inside the fan zone. This is the eagle statue in all its... Oh, falcon actually, it's a falcon. Remember that. With the scarf and all. Apparently it's the largest freestanding bird statue in, I think, the United States. Or maybe even the world, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty big. It looked a lot smaller online. Oh, there's actually somehow an aircon inside the ground. So, well, inside this fan zone, I mean. So it's a lot nicer now. I was just reaching my limit of heat. And the music is so loud. It's so noticeable how there are so little Brentford fans. It's mostly Chelsea and Newcastle. And I guess this guy's wearing a Man United shirt and a Liverpool shirt. But, like, I mean, there's a few Brighton fans as well. But there's like barely any Brentford fans, which isn't surprising. I mean, we know we're the smallest team. Oh God, I really do feel like I'm alone here. I've got to find my kind. There's a lot of sort of booths everywhere. I keep seeing these people spinning like these giant wheels. Oh, and I've just spotted, this is the Brentford tent, so I'm gonna head there. Shockingly, it has the shortest line out of all the other tents. There's Newcastle back there as well, and Atlanta United. I've joined the Brentford line, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm waiting for. There are some screens in there, some pictures of the players, Ben Mee and Norgard. I have to be honest, so I was back in England on Sunday, watching the previous game in Philadelphia on TV, and it was completely empty for the first game, Brentford versus Fulham, and I was expecting it to be sort of the same, but no, it's completely crowded. I mean, this could only be half the stadium. It's still like 70k capacity, so what's that, 35,000 people here. I've noticed they're selling Premier League merch, which I don't really see the point of. I guess it's sort of memorabilia, but they're probably charging like hundreds for it. And is that's Stu? So I've just had a word with Stu Wakeford. I had to exit queue for it, but whatever, he gave me some inside scoop. He's our stadium announcer for them who's not in the know from TalkSport. What guy. He told me apparently Peter Gillam's going to be on the mic later, which is nice. He was doing some filming for their little YouTube series at the moment, which is pretty cool. So I'm back in line now. Apparently I can meet Marcus Gale, someone else, get some signatures, so why not wait in line. I still got like an hour and a half till kickoff. It's so surreal hearing these Americans talking about Brentford. It's like we were League One, what, like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and now we're in America. Like, what's up with that? Still in line. I just seen Cliff Crown, the chairman, there. There was a bit of controversy about him in the last few days, but it's all cleared out now. We like him. I'll withdraw my statement about the fan area having air conditioning. I'm boiling again now, and there's absolutely no breeze, which is fun. Or try not to pass out. The decision to bring a scarf is one that I regret a little bit now. I'm actually boiling. Just met Gary Blissett, ex-player. My dad probably knows better than I do, but I've heard of him. I got his signature, which is fantastic. And now I'm predicting the scores. I mean, obviously I'm going to go with us going to win. I'm not exactly sure what the layout is here. I realise that the prize for getting these predictions right is a trip to London to watch Brentford in the Premier League, but I do have a season ticket and have had one for the last 9 years, so I don't know if that's the best prize for me. So I've just met Marcus Gale. Does a lot of stuff around the ground now, ex-player, and also does some of the commentary. I introduced him to the wonderful world of B-Reel. So he says he's gonna get it on his phone. I don't know if he was being genuine, but maybe it will give it a go. That was nice. Yeah, I got their both their signatures. I don't have pockets or a bag, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. Okay, we're moving away from one speaker and going towards another. It's very loud, and there seems to be some kind of competition going on here. I have no clue. Some kid wearing an Argentina shirt and another kid wearing a Leeds shirt. There's this prism thing. I literally have no idea what this is. There's loads of people lining up for it. Maybe I'll go in there, have a look, but I have a feeling it's more of like a group thing, and I am on my own. There's also this Bud Light stand. I think it's just like a drink stand, so nothing special. And there's oh, hang about, that's some kind of trophy. Okay, so there's yet another very long line, and there's the Summer Series trophy over there. I'm not even sure how this competition works. I think it's just like a mini league, but we only play like 3 teams each, so it doesn't really make any sense. This is my best kind of zoom that I can do. You can kind of maybe see the trophy. I don't know, use Google. There's a FIFA, not FIFA, FC 24 stand here as well. I'm not sure what this is about either, but I'm gonna come in for a closer look. Nope, still don't know. There's a camera, so maybe it's some kind of photo op. That seems like what most of them are about anyway.
Following an encounter with a Brentford celebrity, I finally entered the stadium and began to walk around the concourse before quickly forgetting that I was at a football match.
Alright, we're inside now, and I've just never been anywhere like this. It's like, we're just in now. I can go wherever I want. Okay, and there are like tons of food options. There's a Mexican place here, a waffle place here. There's this massive screen at the top of the stadium as well, which is insane. Yeah, the restaurant's here, but you can see inside the ground from the restaurant. Look at this, there's like a building in here. There's a Coca-Cola building facade inside the stadium. These shirts in here, the actual like kits are about $120, which is pretty crazy. Oh my word. I'm starting to think that this stadium probably won't be topped by anything. I mean, I'm still not all the way around yet. And there's more and more food options. Like even these little ones, smoke and pour. What is that? Burnt end nachos. Like what? I can't comprehend how many food options here. There's Big Dave's cheesesteaks. I'm not that hungry, and I've got a tradition. I got to get a hot dog. I need a hot dog, but I haven't seen them yet, which is quite shocking actually. Okay, I just heard them announce our team walking out, so I gotta get out there. All right, so the teams are out. There are the Brentford boys getting ready for the game. There's Brighton's lot. It's about half an hour till kickoff. I'm still walking around trying to find the Brentford area, but I can watch the warm-ups on the screens here anyway, so I don't know if I've gone around. I haven't seen this wall before. It's yet another feature wall, so I don't think I've made it completely yet. The range of football shirts is just spectacular. I mean, it just seems like everyone heard it was a football game and brought anything football related. I'm pretty sure I seen someone earlier with a red shirt that just had like a clip art football on it. It's mad how it just opens up like this. Like this is just like an open bit. Like it's just crazy, and there's like bridges up there too. So unfortunately, the Brentford section is heavily guarded by 4 strong guards, which is a real shame because I'm gonna have to be up there now. Which isn't like, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm still here, aren't I? I've just noticed the retractable roof is also fully on. So this is like completely indoors now, which is definitely a first for me. I've never watched an entire football match inside. Well, I'm here now, but when the season starts, we've got Luton away, which is quite a different ground than this. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not getting into the Brentford end, which is a shame. So I'm gonna head upstairs now to the top tier. Actually, I'm gonna do the second tier first. See what's up with that. And how many stadiums do you see with an escalator? Like, that's what? We're already so high up. The players are looking like dots from here. They've got like a walkway going across the back of the ground. Not sure why the seats don't go all the way up on this side, but it's pretty wacky. Don't know what this is. Okay, so this tier isn't as big, understandably, but it's still like the restaurants just keep coming. I mean, they're all sort of samey, but still, I mean, how many options are there? When does it end? There's only like 10 minutes till kickoff now as well, so I should probably find my seat. So this is the view from the bottom of the 3rd tier. There's lots of Brentford content going up on the screen here. This is the open bit that we were on before. This is just such a massive stadium. My seat is over there somewhere in the heavens. I don't think I've ever watched a football match from this high up. I've been to the Etihad, the Emirates and Tottenham, but those away sections aren't that high. This is just on another level. I didn't bring binoculars, so I might struggle here.
After seeing a familiar face on the big screen and a rather lackluster rendition of Hey Jude, I retreated to my seat where the view was mediocre. And with the stadium barely a quarter full, the game got underway.
Okay, so yeah, it's not exactly packed. There's definitely a lot of empty seats. I think most people are waiting for the later fixture. But I mean, you can't complain. I wish I was further down. Maybe I'll try and move at half time. I can never decipher which fans are like which Brentford shirt wearers are actually like English fans. Because I'm seeing, I mean, there are a couple up here in the heavens, but not that many. And I just don't know, like, are they just wearing the shirt because they decided to support us 4 days ago? Or are they actually fans? I'm not sure. Ref almost bloody took a touch there, alright. The atmosphere is not great. There's no chance, of course. There's just a few murmurs, and every now and then the crowd goes a bit wild for like a tackle. You know, you take what you can get. It's a little bit like being at Craven Cottage. And it's Super Brentford. Super Brentford FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
As the fans continued to murmur, the game began to heat up with a few close shots, and it was only a matter of time before something actually happened.
We have conceded. We are 1-0 down. Everyone, I don't even know like if anyone has an alliance here. I think people just cheer if anything happens. Yeah, there's a little replay here. Don't know what Mark Flecken was doing off his line like that. Wasn't the best goal to give away, but oh well. So the stadium announcer just said that there's going to be a hydration break, which is understandable. It's very, very hot, but for some reason the entire crowd is booing now, which I don't know. Like, do they not want them to drink water? I don't know. Right, we're 5 minutes till half time. We've got our first injury of the game. I think we picked up 2 yellow cards now. We're looking like a dirty team, but that's not who we are, I swear. All right, that's half time. We're 1-0 down, but it's only a friendly. And I mean, look, we've been looking good. We've been the stronger team for the majority of this first half. If it goes the same as last game, then we're probably going to change quite a lot at half time. So I don't know if we'll come back or not. I hope so. I'm on my way down again. I'm desperately trying to get into the Brentford section. They've lightened security, so perhaps.
Standing on the brink of the lower tier, I devised a cunning plan to reach the Brentford section, and after conceding another goal, a miracle occurred.
Never gonna believe it. I've stuck my way into the front block. I did not forge a ticket. That would be unacceptable and against the rules. But I'm here now, and I'm in the Brentford section, so how about that? Please don't score this. Second hydration break of the game. The same sort of booing after the stadium announcer announced it, and I just don't know why. It's like it takes about a minute. I have obstructed view, but we have a free kick. Go on, top bins. Help. Well.
Although we were 2 goals down, spirits were still high, and as we entered the final 10 minutes, the players shocked the entire stadium and went on to...
Okay, so we lost 2-0. Alright, yeah, I came to Atlanta, didn't see us score a goal, but it's the trying that matters, and it's a friendly. We don't care about friendlies, it doesn't mean anything. And it was only 2-0, so like, who cares? Yeah! In go the players. Best atmosphere we've had the whole game, and we lost and the match is over. And there's Ben Me getting a post-match interview with I think it's Peacock who does the coverage over here. Very nice. I think I'm going to stick around this section for the next game. Maybe I'll grab some food later on. It's going to fill up like a lot now, so I don't know. I might lose my seat, which, you know, isn't the end of the world. I don't really care about this other game, so I'll just move up to my original seat. The Chelsea players are out and everyone's just gone mad. I mean, there's just so many more of them than anyone else. Seen it all before. 2-0 in their own backyard.
Devastated by the humiliating loss, I went to eat away my sorrows, fleeing the bottom tier on the hunt for a fabled hot dog.
Alright, so I finally got some food. I found a line that was short enough on the second tier. And I gotta say, the prices here are crazy good. I mean, you wouldn't think so. I paid $2 for this hot dog, and it's not the most impressive thing in the world. But I also got this massive pretzel too, for the same price. So like $4 for this lot, which is like £3. The Chelsea-Newcastle game has also just started, basically. Everyone's going mad out there. I don't get the appeal, to be honest. We finished above Chelsea.
With the game still rattling along outside, I began to tour the stadium and its food.
Okay, I've moved once again. I entered the nearest entrance and I found the first empty seat that I saw. And now I'm like sky high. This seat is mad. I've also gone a bit overboard with the snacks. Since I don't really care about the football anymore, I figured, you know, do some taste testing. This popcorn is rubbish. Sweet popcorn's a lot better than buttered popcorn. Or maybe this is just really bad. And I also got myself a sausage pizza slice, which I hope will be good. It's quite boring back here, so we've got a Mexican wave going. No one can see the pitch, so we entertain ourselves. Fantastic. The top tier keeps getting more and more creative with ways to alleviate the boredom. There hasn't been a goal for like half an hour, and I don't know, everyone was stomping and clapping a minute ago. I'm not sure what that was about. Now everyone's got their lights out. I don't know, nothing's really going on. Okay, so I figured I'm bored with the game. Well, okay, it's half time actually. It's 1-1. Figured I'd do an experiment. I'm going right to the top. It's this quiet zone, this. Wow. What a horrible view. It's like being on a plane or something. So I'm back on the bottom tier again for the last leg of this day. I'm so tired. I think I'm still a bit jet lagged. Oh, offside. Wah, wah. I'm making use of these cup holders. I haven't had anything to put in them all day, but now I've got my tea. I feel like I fit in now. We're 53 minutes into this one. Still 1-1, and I kind of hope Newcastle win. Oh, Jesus.
Showing how we do it in the ATL.
Alright, so apparently full attendance tonight, but I guess everyone turned up at different times and left at different times, so makes sense, I suppose. So we've had another injury. We're 86 minutes into the game, and the fire drill has started. People have had enough. They're going home, beating that American traffic. I'm taking the train home, so I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, it's a shame. There could be another goal in this. You never know. It's really heating up now. We're like 4 minutes into 5 minutes of extra time. And I just want to see how this pans out, and then I got a bolt. Yep, nothing. Alright. Time to go. And that's it. Ref blew it while an attack was still going. Not amazing refereeing, I must say. But that wraps up the 2 games, and back outside we go. That is probably the longest I've ever spent inside a stadium in one go.
Finally departing from the German car stadium, I slithered my way through the crowds, passing some post-match entertainment.
Good God!
And into the MARTA station, where I quickly found myself jammed up against a window on a delightfully crowded train, just like at home. A single change, some classic conversation, and a generally smooth train ride home left me back in the suburbs with a double match day completed. Seeing Brentford across the world was an all-round great experience. There were literal highs and lows, a wide selection of junk food, and it was the only time I'll ever see this. Comparing this to a game at the G-Tech, there were significant pros and cons. While the food was cheaper and the facilities were better and there were 4 times as many seats, it was missing the atmosphere, the West London charm, and the overpriced hot dogs. In conclusion, though it was a definite contender for best away match, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium lacked one key element that makes the G-Tech superior. There's no clock, yeah.